Hello, everybody. How is everybody tonight? We're going to be getting going here in what time is it? 2 minutes. 2 minutes or less. Even though I still see Oscar sitting on the couch over there. Oscar. Yep, see you here. Okay. Oh, you can see the presents. Oh, that's Megan says I'm supposed to hide my mess up in the cupboard. So I'm going to do this beautiful poster that we will be giving away at our Christmas party next week. Actually, it's on Saturday. It's not going to work. Okay. Alrighty, folks. We are starting very soon, so I'm going to hold it up with a wrench. That'll be exciting. All right, guys, introduce yourself. Tell us where you are from. About a dozen have entered your names, yet there's over 50 of you already here, so please introduce yourself. Hello, Margaret. How are you? Looking forward to having you very soon. Cold Connecticut. You know how to fix that, Deborah. Just move here. Hey, Russell. How is Texas? And you'll be here in about a month from now. For a while. Hello, Nancy. Oh, now the people start introducing yourself. Hey, Michael, how are you? You're right there. Live events are always a adventure, and the adventure with us, we're not one of those static, boring live events. We actually put on a show, don't we, Oscar? A show? Yeah. We actually like to put on a show for people. What do you think?
It's the most wonderful night of the year. Oh, that's yours.
What? Really? Okay, my head's too big.
There you go. I don't care.
Okay.
Oh,
There we go. Perfect.
Happy
Woohoo.
holidays!
happy holidays.
Hey.
I don't know if they'll be able to take us seriously.
Okay. Yes, we are a serious folks. People.
We are very serious.
We can help you move to Panama.
We're definitely serious about that.
Yes, we are. Okay. We always have a ton of people join us on our YouTube channel, and we are streaming on multiple Facebook platforms right now on Facebook pages. So we welcome all of you guys. And that's why we have the little note. They're going to log on and see what is going on there. The live stream starts shortly, folks, in a minute or so. We're just having some fun.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, we just having.
Hey, Lori Crawford, what are you doing there? When are you coming to visit again? It's been, 12 years, Lori? All right, okay. Crowd is growing. So we are about ready to start.
Our last Q&A of the year.
It is.
The
I know that
last
sounds
one of 2024.
that sounds pretty permanent, but there's only like 10
2
days
weeks.
left in the year. 11 days. Like, it's crazy. December has gone by so much.
Yeah. We'll just take a short break and then we'll be back.
Yes. Yeah, we're back with our next Q&A on. I even have to look. January. So for those of you who are new and want to know our Q&A schedule, just go to this link. You can save this to your calendar. You can look. Our next one is January 9th. Because of Christmas and New Year's, they're just too close to the dates. Because I think Christmas and New Year's are on Wednesdays this year, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They are.
Perfect. So this here, guys, is a totally open Q&A. We will ask any question you ask us, and nope, we're not going to charge you for it unless it's a really big one. No, just kidding. If we don't know the answer, we will get the answer for you. But with I keep looking at the numbers. I've always said combined 25 years experience, but it's like 30 now. We probably know the answer.
Hey, we always know a
we
guy.
can find
Don't you
it.
worry.
And if
Yeah.
not, we know a guy. So let's
Boy.
do an introduction for those of you new, those of you who just found us on Facebook. We're going to do an introduction on who we are, what we do. This will take less than 3 minutes, and you can start putting your questions in the chat at any time. And we're going to invite some of you to come on and say hi to us. You can be, even if you live here already, or if you are thinking about moving here, why don't you come on? And you do that by typing live in the chat as opposed to just your question. Okay. There we go. There are the instructions. And let's talk about who we are, guys.
Yeah, welcome everybody. So if you don't know already, I think most of you do, we are Retire in Panama Tours.
The real Retire in Panama.
The real Retire in Panama. Sometimes people get confused. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why either.
So we offer our 7-day cross-country tours and our 3-day Cherokee Highlands tours. Both of those are small group tours, which are great. I mean, they both offer all of our support from our team. You get to meet other people who are interested in the same type of move and new chapters you are. So you really get to learn from each other. You get to meet all of our experts, expats throughout the week, and really get a good feel in a short amount of time of whether Panama could be a good option for you. And then we also have some private tours, some a la carte services for people who might already move here that just need some assistance getting their life set up here in Panama and getting moved down here. I am Megan. I am originally from Pennsylvania, and I'm the operations director. So I handle a lot of the logistics and the tours and customer service stuff. So if you do anything with us, you'll probably get a lot of emails from me. But I also love to meet our expats when they move down here, when they come on tour with us, and get to share my experience moving here to Panama and living here too.
Beautiful. Rod.
My name is Rod Larrabee. I'm from Vancouver, Canada. I moved here 13 years ago in October of 2012. And I've never looked back. Love it. Love living down here. I love everything about the climate, the country, the people, the some of the expats. And no, I live a mixed life. I live in a Panamanian neighborhood. All my neighbors are Panamanian. I'm virtually the only expat on the block. Well, it's one across the street, but he rents to mostly Panamanians. So I still don't fluently speak Spanish, but you can live down here if you're not, but I can get by. So when I came down here, I did it the wrong way. I packed a set of bags, flew down here on a one-way ticket, and got in trouble. And I got in trouble with everything. Long story, but within 3 months, I started really looking for help. I started asking professionals who can help me, and they all referred me to this guy, Oscar Pena. He's been here 15 years now, 16. Time just flies every time, yeah. So, and I called up Oscar, and he was helping expats relocate to Panama at that time. So he got everything fixed for me. He got a vehicle fixed up for me. He got me on the right path to immigration and a driver's license. And ever since we met, we became good friends first, but then we started working together. And within a year, we owned a small business in Boquete together, where we did local tours, but it ended up being a street business. We were getting all the walk-ins of the new expats here who didn't know what to do next. And it's a big thing. Like, unless you're a total adventurer and don't mind, the obstacles that come in your way and stuff like that, and
spend more money than they should,
and spend more money than you should have assistance in your move to Panama.
Yeah.
And it's because of how I got really screwed up in the beginning, how Oscar saved me, is my reason for being here today. And I really enjoyed it. In 2018, Oscar and I said, okay, instead of putting out people's fires, let's bring them here the right way the first time. And let's create small group tours. Because if we have 10 to 15 people on our tours, and we can handle that. And it's the three of us. We are the owners. You're looking at the three owners of the company, and we are your tour guides on the company. Oscar heads up the tours. Megan and I join in the last half of the tours, and we get all the answers done. And you take one of our tours, and we, the three of us, help you move here. It's all part of the deal. So I love it here. Never moving back to Canada, though I still love my Canada. Go visit once in a while. I'm in Panama forever.
Nice.
Go on, Oscar.
Oh, that's my turn. Oh, I
It's
thought
your
you
turn.
were talking about me.
No,
Oh.
well, no, I got one more. No.
My piece, first of all, thank you so much, you all, for joining us tonight. We really appreciated the time, precious time. My name is Oscar, and I'm originally from Cali, Colombia. I've been here in Panama since August 2009, and before here, I used to live in Costa Rica, where I was working in the tourism hospitality industry. That's where I was studying back in Colombia, so I have a decent experience about hospitality and tourism, and just to make sure how to get things done. I am the tour guide leader on our relocation tours, and also I am the one who pretty much runs the logistics on the field. And very happy about this family business we have. Very happy to be able to show you guys the country, the culture, because in order for you to understand and to be happy here, to become a happy aspect, is to understand which the country you're potentially gonna move and relocate. Loving doing that. Love to meet different people. We get such a good friends now. Love my peeps. So yeah, it's a closing another year, and very proud of what we have done so far. Looking forward for the new year, getting to meet more people, and hopefully making sure to give it enough orientation and guidance to the new ones. So yeah.
Yeah, we've just had a lot of people move here, and we'll be celebrating this weekend.
This weekend we have a little celebration. Yeah,
we have our year-end party this weekend.
Yeah,
our annual, and we invite all of the people in Panama. We got people coming from all over the country and throughout Boquete, of course.
We are people coming from the city, from Azuero.
Everyone who's come
Panama
with
West,
us,
Bocas del Toro,
or been a part of our year that lives here.
And then we invite what we call the friends of retiring Panama. You know, lawyers and different charity organizations and freight forwarders and all those guys that we have business partnerships with, and we have a 2 to 5 party on Saturday afternoon. So
that'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
Be fun.
I hope to have.
I'll be swimming on the river, do something, you know.
All right. Profile. So we're going to start the Q&A portion of this event. Now, remember, you can type your question, or if you want to share with us, we'd love to meet some of you guys. Please type the word live, and we will bring you on to the chat. And we introduce Kevin and Mary Rutherford. How are you guys?
Hola.
Good. How are you guys?
Hey guys, how are you? We're looking forward to having you with us in April.
Yeah, we're counting the days.
Yep, we'll be there in April.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Hey, listen, I got a question. I've been reading a lot about this new fast track rail that's going to be going from David to Panama. How much is that going to change the life for people around? Is that a big deal or not?
Well, it's still in proposal mode. It's not been accepted. It's not. They haven't, acquired land, built the tracks. But it's part of a bigger picture. It's part of a train, high-speed rail that goes from Panama City all the way to San Diego.
Yeah, Santiago. Santiago is somewhere.
San Diego, U.S., Oscar. There's other countries have already jumped in the bandwagon that want to put high-speed rail across their countries. Like a Central American rail system is what it could turn into.
Yeah.
So, but it all depends what they introduce. Right now, you can take the bus from David to Panama City for $20.
Yeah.
And if you can get there in 2.5 hours for $40, I'm sure a lot of people would use it.
Yeah. But the one thing is, moving forward, is going to be happening is that people are going to be able to catch the train of the metro all the way from Tocumen International Airport.
Yeah.
Stopping in some, maybe switching stations, but all the way out to Chorrera, like passing the Panama Canal.
Yeah.
It's going to be under the Panama Canal. With that's working right now.
Yeah, that's already approved. That's being built.
No, it's been built. It's going to be finished probably this year. Not this 2025 will be probably be done.
This could end up So this could end up being a really big deal for people that are going to be living in Boquete or David.
Oh, for sure. Yes.
Absolutely. Even though just for the infrastructure putting up together to Chorrera, because most people that work in Panama City live outside Panama City. Most people from Araihan, Chorrera. So it's gonna be an immensely impact, very positive for all those people that live outside, because it will be generate better life quality. People not have to get up at 3, 4 in the morning to be able to show up at work at 8 a.m. in Panama City. Less accidents, better infrastructure, better value for the people who owns any property near the stations. So it's gonna be a huge win for a lot of people. Now, when, in my 15 years here in Panama, what I can see based on what I've seen and how it works, the governments here, I would say that if the president is gonna be compliant, to be serious about this, it's gonna start. Something's gonna be approved in the end of 2025. Because right now it's new. We're still new government. Yeah. We're still only 6 months on the new government. So there's a lot of expectations, and the guy is trying to get order in the house.
Okay.
And so what Oscar's talking about, the metro being expanded out into the other side of the canal, the whole plan with this high-speed rail, it's not going to start in downtown Panama City. No. It'll meet up with the metro.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. What I do it, like for $40 to take a high-speed rail instead of a plane, yes, 100%. I don't like airports. I would prefer to, sit on a train for 2.5 hours and jump on a metro and go to the airport. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be so much comfortable. It'll be like a perfect means, because I personally do not appreciate taking the bus from David to Panama City.
It's not fun.
It's not fun. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I got a little spoiled, but I just do not appreciate that
7-8 hours
service. But
for close to the same amount of time, it's going to be half the price than an air.
I think it's gonna be probably 4 hours total, the whole thing, if they do the train.
Yeah, well, if you go across to the, when you include the metro. See, right now they're working with the truckers and the shippers, because the high-speed rail, they want to put some freight on there too. Because right now, like, the cost of keeping our highways up when there's so many buses and trucks and semis is quite expensive. So obviously, when you got such a major billion-dollar project like that, there's going to be displacement in one area and an increase in the other area. So they're still working through the hoops and bounds and logistics. But people said in 2012 there would never be a metro in Panama. We're the only metro in Central America.
Okay, so this. By the time we move down there, this thing should be up and running. Not up and running.
High speed
It'll be approved. It'll be approved.
You're looking at 5 years to build something like that. But Nicaragua is already talking about theirs in Mexico too.
Okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate your input.
You're welcome,
right, guys.
Thank you for joining us.
Can't wait to finally meet you.
All righty.
Okay. Next thing. Questions from the top. Does Panama have daylight savings time? Yeah.
Nope.
We are Eastern Standard all year round.
All year round.
And that's hard. I found it so hard to comprehend, being from North America myself. Right now, we're the same time as New York City. And same time as New York. And then the rest of the year, when daylight saving happens, we are the same time as Houston or Chicago. And Merry Christmas, Kenneth from Newfoundland.
Merry Christmas, Kenneth.
Jimmy, what's going on Bocas del Toro on Dateline? It's a 3-year-old story about a chain murder, I believe it was, in Dateline.
What?
Yeah. Someone's asking about Bocas. Dateline, there's an old show back in 2021, I believe it is, on Dateline about Bocas del Toro, about that killer. There was a murder there or something. Yeah, that's all I know about that one. Jimmy, if there's something new, I don't know about it today.
It's kind of an old thing.
Okay, if we send a pallet of belongings but haven't arranged a place to live, if there's a storage place for the items for a week or more, depending, you got to ask the person who you're shipping if they can hold it for you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure, Tim, how you're shipping that, but if the carrier can hold it until you arrive, that's the best place. There's not a lot of places that you could pre-order storage for a month.
Well, if you have a contact in the end location, they can facilitate for you a place to storage.
Yeah.
And that'll be easy peasy.
There are, if you're in Panama City, there are some storage places more like North America, and the rest of the country, there aren't many of those like garages upon garages. There's a few. But to get one of those and coordinate someone to be there at the time your shipment is, you better, it's almost better to wait and ship the product a bit later. Make sure you're here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
Do I still have to wear the hat? Yeah.
Yep.
Megan's not wearing hers.
She's fixing it.
Oh, okay.
Doing that
She's switching.
wardrobe change.
There you go.
Okay.
Switching.
Wondering how to pack.
Mine
Michael's coming on the February Highlands tour. What do you wear when you come? Michael is coming on our February Highlands tour. Good question. If people are visiting the Highlands, which is Cherokee province, basically, how should they pack? What should they bring? What should they wear?
Layers.
Layers.
Light layers.
Yeah.
Like during the day when the sun's out, we shouldn't see rain. So it should be pretty warm with the sun, in the sun during the day. Now, sometimes in dry season, we can get some cooler winds, but typically towards the end, February, March, it's pretty warm during the day. And then in the night, it will cool off a lot. So at this point, we're climatized. We wear pants a lot of the times. We'll wear a sweater in the evenings. You might be okay in shorts and a t-shirt and a light jacket. But some light layers is what we recommend.
Yeah, especially for the first day, because we're going to go to David and to the Barqueta Beach.
And
So,
comfortable walking shoes.
definitely comfortable walking shoes.
Me, living in the Highlands in Boquete, I never wear shorts here. The only time I ever wear shorts is if I'm on a beach. I'm always in jeans and polo shirt. Or,
I can see you
Jeans
from
and a
from
t-shirt
couple
is
miles
pretty
away.
much what we all wear all the time.
because I'm white.
Yeah, your legs reflects from miles.
Oh yeah, when I'm on the beach, the sun reflects off me, and people have to put their shades
That's
on.
how much sun we get here.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, this is very.
We got another tour question. That's great. Hey Barry, you're coming on the May tour. How many
Woohoo.
suitcases can I bring? One duffel bag. That's it.
One
Okay.
backpack. No. We try and keep it to one carry-on suitcase per person. So that's whatever your airline would consider as carry-on size. So a smaller suitcase. But if you're staying extra time in Panama, we can either plan to store your larger suitcase at our Panama City hotel or ship it to Boquete if you're spending your time after on this side of the country. So we can work with you if you need more than one suitcase, and then obviously your backpack that you'll bring on the van during the trip too.
Okay. Lovely. Mark and Monica.
Hey,
You're going to be
Mark and
moving to
Monica.
Tennessee. Woo-hoo.
Nice.
Very
Okay.
excited.
Someone's traveling. Steve, I reckon that's the name. Steve is on our tour in January, but someone's doing a cross-country tour in January. What's the weather like across the country?
Very windy. It's gonna be lots of winds, and that's the main thing. It's gonna be a lot of winds, a lot of strong winds through the country. Mostly dry, mostly sunny, mostly blue skies. That's pretty much it. The only thing that will change in Boquete, it is more of the mist. We have a lot of during the morning until 4 p.m. is beautiful, gorgeous. By then is when we start kind of a little bit moving clouds, bringing all that fresh mist, and it gets the evening very fresh.
Yeah. So again, like really light clothing and a couple light leather layers for your time here.
Mhm.
And I'll be sending out an email, I think tomorrow, with some more details on that for our
Mhm.
January group.
But like when you're crossing the city and the beaches in January, it's hotter than heck because the sun shines 12 hours a day.
No, it'll be very
Sun
hot.
protection.
And the,
Definitely.
breeze is hot.
Yeah, but if it's breezy, is manageable. The problem is when sometimes we do have still weather, and that's when you start dripping and it really gets really humid. But I usually have electrolytes with me, so we'll get that.
And sunscreen.
And sunscreen.
Yeah, bring electrolytes and sunscreen. Barry and Annette, hello. Okay.
Hey guys.
What is the normal money transaction? Cash, checks, debit cards, credit cards.
Cards.
Cards, check, cash.
Cards or
and,
cash.
Yeah.
Cards and cash. Yes.
Checks are even here a thing of the past. I did in Peru, a lady was older Panamanian lady was writing a check, and it took like 20 minutes
Yeah.
to get it
Yeah.
approved.
Sometimes just getting
I haven't
change
seen that in years.
takes that long.
I don't remember seeing that in a long time. I used to be paid with checks. a long
I've
time
never,
ago.
yeah. Like when we had our Explorer Yacht company, we paid employees with checks, but I haven't seen checks since then. We don't have checks at our new company.
Nope.
They
The
just don't
Panama
accept.
debit card is called a clave. So you'll see the clave cards and Visa and MasterCard are the most common. Other types like American Express or Discover aren't as accepted, but every
Yeah.
once in a while you can find them.
The only place you get accepted those is in Panama City, very high-end spots.
95% of your purchases here can be done in credit cards if you're visiting.
Mhm.
It's just the small little vendors, but
The street vendors.
yeah,
the
we've seen
informal
street
businesses.
vendors in Panama City with the mobile credit card machines.
Some,
yeah, it's hard.
very few, but yeah, there is some.
But I will tell you guys, if you're coming here, this just happened to me and a client last week. They booked an Airbnb that had special requirements, and Airbnbs and Booking.com do. You got to read the payment section thoroughly. On her payment section, which she didn't read, the place only took cash, and she came here without the cash. So
And a lot of
and
cash
it was a
that was
lot. It
hard
was
to get out.
more than $1,000. So
Yeah.
That could be a challenge.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
you can only get out at a time $250 out of the ATMs here, and you're
Yeah.
gonna pay a fee on that every time.
Depends on the length of your time in Panama. As the first time, it's always healthy to bring some cash.
And it's US dollar.
Yeah, all US dollar, yep. Even coins. So that's
hey, Sharon, how are you? I'm almost at Calgary, because I traveled from Regina to Vancouver probably 50 times. So been through there many times. I don't personally know of any Calgarians or Western Canadians in Balkan from our tour. The weather is definitely wetter than
Cooler,
Calgary's
too.
used to. Well, no, Calgary, has winter. So.
I mean, compared to Calgary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think some Calgarians, because of the amount of sunshine they get, they would have to like the rain. It's not like Vancouver rain at all, like Balkan or Boketi or anything like that. I'm from Vancouver, so maybe that'll help explain it a little bit. So you don't get that overcast without the sun for 6 months. You typically get sunny mornings, most mornings. So, but I can't really state specifically about Calgarians. You got to try it. If you're thinking of Balkan, definitely get a rental for a few months and try it out.
It's always the
Yeah.
healthiest, because it doesn't matter what I will tell you. Oh, yeah, it's perfect, it's gorgeous, beautiful. You cannot take it up for personal. You have to experience yourself.
And come on our Cherokee Islands tour.
Yeah,
we
come
go to
over Cherokee,
Balkan.
like,
Yeah.
You'll see if you like
for
it.
those that are thinking, is it worth it to spend the money in a tour, this 3-day tour, the week tour? Let me tell you, you'll save so much more. And there is no way possible in a tight budget you can see what you will see with us, get to experience, get to meet the experts, and having, not on top of that, but have the support unconditionally from us. So there's no way you can get that on your own. And it's
And
everyone
it's
is
not
free.
just us; it's our expats that
Yeah.
have moved here and are living here, and you get to meet them and talk to them and hear about their experience, and
Yeah,
that's really invaluable.
it is very invaluable.
Okay. Okay, this just jumped right up. I said the questions just jumped up. I'm not anywhere near there.
Gotta backtrack.
Oh yeah. We better get going. There's so many Alabama. I'm looking forward to the Panamanian sunshine.
All right, let's get to them.
No,
Now we're way back. I apologize, people. I have been controlling this pretty well. So, Oscar, why don't you sing us another Christmas song as I find where we left off?
And begins our
There we go.
Christmas
Found it.
Carol intermission. Hey,
Margaret, does the
Margaret.
paperwork for dogs get any easier? No, it absolutely doesn't. You have to do the exact same thing over and over again. But at least you'll know your dogs. If you're coming every year, you'll know your dog's fully vaccinated, so you don't have to get that done. But you still got to show the paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of silly, but it is what it is. Let's talk about the water. You guys talk about the water across the country, where you should, where you shouldn't. I'm going to delete.
Can you drink the water? Yes, you can. It will be good for you. Depends where you are. If you're on the island, hell no, do not do that. If you are places in Panama City, most water in Panama City is well treated. Chiriquí, David is all good. In some areas like Boquete, for example, where we live, we do have a treatment plant. However, it's never been confirmed that it is 100% treated. So us personally, we have a filtration system. Many people have filtration system. Many locals, they just go from the faucet and drink the water and never happens. But they've been born and raised here, so the bacteria they can handle it. So I always say that when you move to a foreign country, you got to stick to filtered water, and then little by little you adjust. But you have to make sure always the water, confirm that the water is proper treated. That's it. But the best advice is wherever you are renting, get a filtration system. Get if you don't want to expend the money in that, just get a filter like at the Berkeley's. Berkeley's that what it's called? Berkey.
Mm-hmm.
Those ones are the most efficient.
And there are companies here that will install a filter system too.
That too.
Okay. There's a WISE question. Is there a difference between a U.S. WISE account and a Canadian WISE account? Good question, David. Yes, it is. A U.S. citizen can only open a U.S. WISE account, and a Canadian citizen can only open a Canadian WISE account. Now, in your U.S. or Canadian WISE account, you can have both U.S. and Canadian banks. But that's the only difference. If you are going to use WISE, people use WISE to lower their fees and transferring money between their home bank and their Panama bank. And for Canadians, they use WISE to lower their exchange rate fees up to 1.5%, which can be substantial, moving $10,000. That's right there. That's $150 you can save. And but you want to set up WISE before you leave your home. You don't want to wait till you're here. You can. I had someone last week. I helped them set it up here, but we did hide behind a VPN. But you want to set it up as a Canadian, because if you come here, get your immigration, your cedula, then set up. I honestly have a Panama WISE account. Now, I got grandfathered in to my Panama WISE account. I can do basically what I can, but right now, a Panamanian cannot properly open up a WISE account and do stuff with it. So if you live in Panama already and want to start using WISE as a U.S. citizen or Canadian, you have to open it as using your U.S. address and your U.S. passport and your U.S. phone number, or your Canadian passport and Canadian address and Canadian phone number. This is, again, one of the most important things about taking a tour. We save our average couple or single $1,000 a year living here with proper bank setup, transferring money to your bank, and using your cell phones. And we don't just send them into a group to show them how to do it. We will walk you through it. I'll personally do a Zoom call with you and a screen share, and we'll set up, making sure you're down here, you're receiving your text messages on your U.S. numbers for free, making sure you're saving 50% on your money transfers down here compared to other expats. So that's what we do for our guests. And because a lot of what I said there is a bit over the head, because I did, if you guys look back on our YouTube channel under live videos, you'll see I did one on transferring. I did a Q&A solely on transferring money, and it took an hour. Okay, you guys can read that one. I'm cleaning questions.
Fans, are there any motorcycle dealerships? Which
ones?
Oh
yeah, we have Suzuki, Yamaha, BMW, Harley Davidson, Indian. These Benelli. We have Kawasaki, of course. Kawasaki, Honda. This Kimco is like a lower budget motorcycles. I think they're American, but they're decent low cost motorcycles. Yanglin and a Piaggio. I think we have Piaggio as well. Yeah.
Cool.
There are some fun motorcycle clubs in Panama. They do trips on the weekends around the country. Looks like fun.
I'm getting a Fat Boy 2025.
You are, eh?
Oh yeah, I am.
Yeah.
If he sells the Land Rover, that's the deal.
Yeah, I'm getting a.
He gets a Fat Boy. I want one too.
Yeah, I mean, that's my number one motorcycle if I ever own it. That's my classic.
I had a motorcycle here. I had a cheap one though.
Is there a synagogue in Boquete? Yes, there is.
Yes,
brand new, very beautiful.
Yeah, they used
really
to
growing
Jewish
Jewish
now they have a
community
beautiful
here.
one.
Yeah. It's nice, and also the same folks. They have a nice bakery offering breakfasts and lunches now. It's called Morton's. High quality food, great service, amazing venue.
Lots of kosher options.
Yeah,
and they have they do like school for Jewish kids too.
Yeah, it's a nice, cool Jewish community growing.
Yeah, if you didn't know, there's a big Jewish community in Panama, like Panamanian Jewish.
Yeah.
Right on, and happy Hanukkah to all our Jewish friends.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to switch religions here. And we do celebrate. We had a Hanukkah scene. We have the candles in the park. I haven't seen this year yet, but we're almost there, so I should go.
Yeah, I think this upcoming week.
Yeah.
What is like Christmas? What is Christmas like in Panama? Lots of party, fireworks, celebration, decoration, Christmas lights. It's all
parades,
beautiful. Parades, yeah, events.
The trees in the town square. Yeah, a lot of the same traditions we see in the States.
Very festive.
Santa, Grinch going to the events.
Yeah, but we do something different. Not everywhere, but not everybody, but they do the nativity, like in Mexico and Colombia.
Yeah.
And also for New Year's Eve, Panamanian and Colombians, we do share a tradition. We kind of like have these dolls with the characteristic face of some character of the year that made some news controversy, and then here they just burn it. In Colombia, we stuff it up with a lot of fireworks and make a lot of boom, spread up with gasoline and just light it up.
They're
at
like
midnight.
Puppets or scarecrows that they make, and
but with the face of a character, something representing
your past year, and blowing it up to move on to the next year.
Yeah, you don't want to be near those.
No, you don't want
especially in Colombia, you don't want to be near those.
It's a funny tradition, though.
All right, looking for resources about renter's insurance. What's typically covered, what's not. I can give you a good example now. Like my renters, okay, I can tell you the price, right up the exact price. $52.50 a year for $10,000. I pay $105.20 for $20,000.
It's called contents insurance.
Yeah, it's content insurance. I am not covered for floods because I live next to a river. But surprisingly, I am covered for a volcano explosion, and I also live next to a volcano. So sometimes there's no reason there.
Well, the volcano last time made eruption was 700 years ago.
Yeah, I know, but
the river last time flooded. We
don't know because but it didn't flood here.
Well, it didn't. Or did it?
All the way down here?
I think it did.
No, it didn't.
It didn't in this part of the town.
No, my neighbors tell me there was no water here.
Okay, so it didn't.
But I still can't get flood insurance. But yeah, that's basically it. If you want, Kevin, go to our website. We got a great gal that handles all of our insurance need for you. She'll be happy to give you a quote. I know this says health insurance. Ignore that. She handles all insurance. Just put it in the comment section.
She's the number one.
And she'll show you the different policies and your different risk levels. She's going to ask you a pin where you live so they can check your risk level and stuff like that. So, okay. Where are most Canadian? They're moving next to me because no, just kidding.
Honestly, like we see the most Canadians at the beaches.
Coronado.
Panama West and Azuero.
Yeah.
I
Panama
guess
West
they're
and
just
Azuero.
sick of the cold and they want to be on a beach.
Well, as Canadians, well, at least, the ones I grew up with were probably a little older than me because I moved here when I was 47. They all went to Mexico for the summer or, for the winter
For
or
holiday.
Florida or Arizona. And so they all went somewhere hot. So they all ended up in, beach areas. So we see more of them move to the beach.
Unless we got the moody Canadian.
Where the people from Florida are looking for
something.
something cooler, they end up here in Boquete. But we do have lots of Canadians. We had a Canada Day party this year with 125 people in Boquete.
That's a big number.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we had a big
number,
party.
Yeah, we love
Okay.
Canadians. Except this
Can
one.
someone read that one?
My wife and I are stumped by all the bureaucracy involved. We need to know what do we need to gather in the U.S. and what do we do with them before we present ourselves. What are the procedures? Additional documentation. There seems to be much to do in limited time.
Pat, there's only one thing you need.
Only one thing.
The right attorney.
The right immigration lawyer.
Yep.
We see a lot of people really stressing themselves out, trying to research it all themselves. They're like, just get connected with our immigration attorney. They will hold your hand through every step of the process.
Yeah.
You don't want to be gathering paperwork before you're talking to an immigration attorney or before you've visited Panama.
Because so many people do it wrong. They get the wrong stamp of the wrong organization or it's dated wrong.
All of that paperwork expires in 6 months.
It is crucial, folks, to get a hold of the right lawyer, the right firm, the one they have the capacity to walk you through, holding your hand. Then the firm, they will just tell you exactly how it is and describe you exactly, specifically numbers, the cost, and everything, and give you an advice. It's just there is many good lawyers out there, but there is very count numbers that the ones that can follow in that order. There's good lawyers out there, but you want to make sure you go with the right firm. We can provide you, we can connect you to a group of lawyers, and literally they'll walk you.
They're gonna plan out.
I just put the link in the chat, Pat. And I don't know if you're aware of this or not. You cannot apply by yourself.
Nope.
Immigration will only see a Panama attorney. They will not see an individual. Yeah. So you have to be brought in with the Panama lawyer. So you got to pay for one anyway. So at least they're going to tell you it's not going to cost you any more to get their advice because you have to do it.
And honestly, we can't tell you the amount of really smart people that have come to us and say, why didn't we go with your lawyer from the start?
Yeah, I know.
They're 100% satisfaction guaranteed. We promise.
And it's the same firm that I've been working with before I met him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like it's not as if we switch firms because they've helped us with hundreds of immigration.
Yeah, they're beyond. Again, there's great lawyers out there too. I'm just saying, like I've never had any hitch with my team. It
is honestly like we feel sad because that is one of the biggest mistakes people make coming in. They pick the wrong lawyer and then they get screwed up and then they Google Panama immigration requirements. They come across one of our articles and we get phone calls in the middle of the evening. Oh, we're stuck. We can't get hold of our lawyer and we don't know what to do next. And
sometimes it happens. They know somebody here in Panama and that someone will say, oh, I know a lawyer. It's my cousin or whatever. Yeah. And he can do the paperwork for you. Oh, don't you worry, we'll be fine.
No, my cousin's nephew's brother.
Free Doritos after, or 2 years after is no paperwork, nothing follow up, and it'll be costing twice.
Unfortunately, you just have to lose that deposit.
Okay, let's move on. Tina, is it difficult to bring a 100-pound dog? Tina, I can answer this quickly. Not difficult. It's never difficult to bring an animal here. The word is expensive or reasonable. Mm-hmm. You need to make Fluffy. That's probably not your 100-pound dog's name, but make your dog stand on all fours and from the floor to the tip of his ear. If it's more than 32 inches, then you can't bring him on a domestic carrier. So you're going to have to ship him with either a pet relocation company who are going to build a crate for him, and they're going to take him on like a FedEx DHL type flight with other live animals. He's not going to be shipped as a package wrapped up. Don't worry about that. No, but they have in these big cargo planes, they have different restrictions because of the bulkhead size and stuff in the commercial 737s that typically fly here. 33 inches is the highest crate, and your dog can't touch the top of it, or they won't let him go on. So I have moved several 100-pound dogs that do not pass that height because they're, a husky or like a bigger dog, like a heavier dog. But typically, you're going to be close. Yeah. So there's either two options. Now, again, I'm not going to put the link again. Just click one of the links I put in there, and you'll see under the More tab, Pet Relocation. If you want more information, I can send you some more resources there rather than filling our chat with links to the pet relocation. So you can either go with a pet relocation service, or we also offer jet sharing. I have one coming up. I think there's room for one person and one big dog at the end of January. And it'll be reasonably priced if it's shared between 3 people. It'll be under 10 grand. And I know some people say, oh my God, but if you, a 100-pound dog in a full service pet relocation where they pick up from your house and then send them to Panama, it's going to be close to 10 grand, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Somebody said love is expensive.
There we go. It is. Where and when is your annual party? Are you coming or are you going to crash it, JJ?
Who?
JJ's asking.
Where and when is your annual party?
But it might be someone we know. If you're invited, you already know, JJ. It's in Bulketti where we're hosting it this year. Okay.
Are there public golf courses in Panama City?
Yes, there is.
Multiple.
You got to pay.
Yeah. But they're like not. Some are private only that you can't get in as a.
You said that. I don't even know.
Doing to your hat?
I'm just switching colors, and
okay.
This is satisfying. This thing. I don't know. I have a
sequins.
I had HD, whatever called that.
Yeah. You have something. You got sequins all over the floor.
I know. I'm like, I cannot stop it. Once I see it, I cannot stop it.
Do you guys see that? Is this the way other people do Q&As?
I don't think so.
Okay.
We're sorry.
So yes, there are many public golf courses in Panama City. Okay, we got Vance. What is the weather like across the country? What's the weather like in April?
Just starting green
change.
season. So just starting to get a couple showers per week.
Yeah.
So 1 to 2 showers in the afternoon during the week. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. So we're set to ship our own car to Panama.
It still depends. All the brand,
They
the
have a
model.
Kia hybrid sedan.
Hybrid sedan. Kia hybrid. Well, what depends on the year, because it's a brand new, you will lose your guarantee. So I will say sell it and get another Kia hybrid or Hyundai or Suzuki. We have options, and you can get full guarantee here in Panama.
And it also depends where you're moving.
Panama. Also depends where you're moving. But if you're going to somewhere in the middle of the beach, the middle of the countryside, you want something a little stronger.
Something that any mechanic could work on.
Precisely. So I can only assume that your car is quite
Hybrids
new.
are sort of new in Panama, so you wouldn't be able to find maintenance just anywhere.
Yeah. So I will assume it's kind of newer, your car, so better sell it. Sell it, you'll get better deal and just get a brand new one here. Buying brand new in Panama is the best bet to have a reliable vehicle.
Okay.
Howard, do you know if there will be New Year's events in Valle de Anton?
I can only assume there will be all over, countrywide.
There'll definitely be fireworks. I can guarantee you that.
Yep.
It doesn't matter where you are in New Year's Eve, unless you're in the middle of the jungle. Probably even the squirrels will be jumping and laughing. But no, it's going to be all over.
Mark and Monica, how are you guys? We're getting our paperwork together, and then having the embassy do their thing. What paperwork needs to be notarized? I have to really stress, Mark, guys, we know you. You need to have the lawyer tell you this. If you're not working with the lawyer, stop what you're doing, retain the lawyer. Most lawyers charge like $700 for a retainer fee on the entire process until you get here. They're going to tell you what gets notarized, and it all depends where you are. It all depends what country you're in, where you are, what gets notarized, and what gets
They are going to make
what
sure
gets
that
authenticated.
everything you're getting together
If
is
I
in good
jumped
order before you
in the
come.
way of our lawyers, I would get a phone call right now, and she would yell at me.
And they're going to make sure that you're coming at a time.
So we
your
know you
appointment is
guys.
set up.
So
They're
if you're
gonna-
not working with them yet, get a hold of us
Get a
tomorrow,
hold. Yep,
and we will connect you directly.
precisely.
So that's my answer to you guys. I never answer that. Okay, vaccine shots. Do pharmacies? No, pharmacies don't. But
No.
MINSA does, the public health
They're free
system.
at the clinics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if you need something more fancy like the yellow fever, you can get that at the morgue in Panama City. Why is that?
Where?
To get the yellow fever, it's down at the morgue.
What? The
Is
more?
it
It
free?
is, yes.
I think it is
It
free.
is too.
That's
if
right.
you go to the,
Yeah.
it's in the morgue of that one building.
expensive in
I
the
remember.
States.
I remember I got one only once in my lifetime back in 2006.
Yeah, I needed to go to Costa Rica.
Yeah, I think
when
I
I
needed
first
it for
crossed, but I don't need
Peru.
it anymore. But it was at the morgue. I had to go. That was really fun. But yeah, no, pharmacies don't. But you can get it at your doctor's office and pay for it.
Yeah.
Or you can get the flu shots and everything at the MINSA clinic. You just got to get in line with everyone
There are
else.
also like these vaccine clinics that pop up on the weekends all over
Oh,
the
yeah.
place, and they'll give you anything you want there.
Oh, here's a good question.
What's Yappy?
Yuppie. That's Oscar
Yuppie.
sometimes.
That's sort of like our Venmo
Yeah.
if you're from the US.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or our email money transfer.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's through
but
Banco General.
this is a difference. It's only Banco General to Banco General. Banco General is
Mhm.
the largest bank in Panama.
One of the
One of
biggest.
the largest, yes.
And as far as number of accounts, it is the largest.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget what percentage of people have a Banco General account. It's crazy. And they can send money to each other in the instant.
Mhm.
It's really irrelevant nowadays because of ACH Express that most of the other banks do. You can send money to any bank in Panama from your account for under $500 in 2 minutes. So, but Yappy's just Banco General's form of Zelly or
Mhm.
Venmo.
They're actually working for the Yappy to be friendly with other banks. When it's gonna happen, don't know. Mañana.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
You know how it is in Panama.
Okay.
But it's also easy to transfer between other Panamanian banks. It just takes a little bit longer. It's not instantaneous.
Hey Frank, as popular as Bocchetti, do you expect future rent inflation? We always have rent inflation, and I've been here 14 years, and at 2% inflation per year has been the average in Panama in the last 14 years. So we've had 28% inflation, which is exactly where rents have been. A $500 place is now $650. $1,000 place is now $1,300. So we're not excessively, as some people will tell you, and many people online think. I don't know where they're getting from it. Those numbers just aren't there. You can even high end stuff. Valle Escondido, what we could rent for $1,500 is now $1,800, $1,900.
If you're only seeing the listings online
Yeah.
that have been sitting there for a while, that's because they're a little bit overpriced.
Mhm.
If there's something that's a good deal or the exact right price, it's being rented right away.
Yeah. So
It
if the
might not
inflation
even
rate,
make it to the internet. It's just
since
Yeah.
2012, the inflation rate has gone up 28%. Rent should be 28% higher. I'm even going to jump out there and say they're not quite there.
I'll say don't buy the bait of sometimes there's a speculation about the rents.
Exactly.
It's a lot of speculation on rents and also real estate, and because people they want to try to fish for higher, but everything is negotiable here in Panama. Even though let's say a rent is $1,200, you can get it down for $900.
or get them to include certain things in the terms.
Exactly. So don't be afraid. Now, before you jump into a long-term contract for rental, get an Airbnb, get to know the area first for a month at least, and make sure you know your area. Rent it for 6 months and be aware about the contract, about the deposits and everything.
All righty.
Hi, David.
Hey, David and Sandra.
They're giving
Rentals
February.
area in Petitcy. Las Tablas, and Chitre. Well, we're going through all those areas.
We are. We passed through Chitre, Las Tablas. We spent one night in Chitre, and we spent one night in Pedasi. There is several rentals. There is way more affordable rental than Coronado, than probably Boquete. You can get more for less.
Tennessee is going to be a little bit smaller rental market just because it's a smaller town.
But there is. It's just
there
more
is.
like a word of mouth. It's Pedasi is a very unique vibe about getting to know first. So when you arrive there, we have lots of beautiful people that live there. They came in our tours. We also have good contacts, and Pedasi, the vibe is a lot different than Chitre or Las Tablas. It's different than anywhere else. Every single spot in Panama has their own character.
Okay, I was not going to keep a residence in Michigan. Can I use my mother's address to set up a Wise account? Don't you worry, Mary. Wise is never going to mail you anything. You can just set it up with your address. If you move here permanently, you're going to end up having a Florida address. And just trust me on that. You're going to have a Florida address for your mail and for your package forwarding. So you can end up switching it to that. But Wise is never going to mail you anything. They just might want, at the time you set up the account. That's why I tell people, if you're planning to move to Panama anytime next year, set up a Wise account tomorrow. It won't hurt you. Use it. Apply for the debit card. They'll mail it to you. Put $100 in there and go buy something. Just try it and use it and learn it. It's going to save you, on the average. One of my buddies here from Canada says it saves him $800 a year when I told him how to set up his Wise account. That's pretty big. In the exchange rate and in the transfer fees. So it's so worth it. I got another one from Russell. Do you have to keep a U.S. phone number indefinitely? Yes, Russell, you're coming on our tour. You and I are going to sit down. I'm going to show you how to keep the exact same phone number you have right now for free for the rest of your life. So come on our trip. I'll show you how to do that.
I think it's $10.
Well, one-time fee. Right. No, it's 20 actually. It's a one-time fee.
$20 one-time fee.
One-time fee.
And yes, you can resend.
I hope you can afford that.
And you can resend, because when I log into my Wise account, Russell, it sends me a text message or into my bank, to my U.S. numbers. So I have a U.S. number here. I don't pay for it. If any of you guys have phoned me, or if Megan has phoned Megan, or we phoned you, we don't actually pay for those U.S. numbers. It's a very nice system. And we'll gladly, we sit down, we not only tell our clients how to do it, we will do it. Okay, Sharon from Calgary.
Considering a pensionado visa as soon as I retire, is 2 months of pension checks enough to qualify?
It's pretty optimum, Sharon. Yes, you're going to download your. You're from Canada, so Services Canada has on their website. That's a place where you can download your pension letter. It doesn't have to say you're getting it for life, because Panama's immigration understands Canada pension program, so they know it's for life. And so as long as you have that and show a couple times that I went into your bank account, you will be just fine. Okay, we're just wrapping up here. The last minute questions. Let's talk about fishing. I know nothing about fishing.
What is the best place in Panama to live for fishing?
Oof.
Anywhere.
It depends what kind of fish. Because if you love tuna, mahi, all this fishing, the best place is the tuna coast is called the Azuero Peninsula.
The Azuero Peninsula or the Cherokee Gulf are really two of the most popular places.
Yeah.
There's some big sport fishing down in the Darien too, but it's quite remote.
Difficult to get to.
No, I mean, it's more for adventures, but for a sport fishing, like get your yellowfin tuna, sashimi type. Oh, yeah.
But to live,
Azuero,
enjoy life, and
Azuero, like you can live in Pedasi or
any rentals long term in Pedasi.
We have many of our guests renting there long term. The best time anywhere in Panama, basically, you're looking April to September, best time to look for rentals.
Mhm.
If you're looking right now in the high season, it's pretty thin in Tennessee right now.
Because the most now the long terms they just kind of renting short
They
term
book up
Yeah.
for the
yeah.
snowbirds. Yeah.
Okay. So pet sharing flight sounds good. Yes, it does, Deb. If you're interested, you know where we are on our website and contact us. We know Deb. Barry Holmes. Once we go on our tour, there is absolutely not a private Facebook group. This is the thing, Barry. We do one tour a month of a small group. There's 3 of us. You're going to ask us the questions, not someone on
Precisely.
Facebook that has 1 year of experience.
Precisely.
You're going to ask us. You're going to pick up your phone. You're going to send a text message. You're going to
WhatsApp,
send
yeah.
an email. We're going to answer you
Yep.
like within hours. All of
We
our
don't want
private
you
guests
sorting
get
through
priority. No.
a bunch of Facebook comments.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna give you the best
And
up to date.
some of these other companies, they have their people that have been here 2 years monitor their Facebook groups. I'm sorry, that's not enough experience. We have gone through hundreds of immigrations. We have gone through hundreds of people getting their health insurance, hundreds
Pet
of people
relocations, buying cars.
Like we know everything you can come into. Barry, we're going to answer the phone. Hey, Barry, because you've been on our tour. Your name is on our personal cell phones.
Yeah.
We
you
do
have that
create a
number.
WhatsApp group for every single tour group that
Yeah.
remains active forever, which is
Yeah.
really fun.
But it's not
And-
for advice. It's for people sharing what they're doing with their
Yes.
lives.
I
Yeah.
just mean if he's looking for people to
Yeah.
ways to stay connected. And then we also, every time we have guests move here, as long as they stay connected with us and let us know, we always try and invite them out to get together with some of our new groups and other expats too. So it's not like you do the tour and then, you are disconnected. We like to really stay in touch with our people that move here.
Tell me about the 2013 Kia. Let me just jump ahead. So that question. Yeah, sell it. Sell it.
Oscar says sell. Sorry,
Don't
we're
ring it.
at
Not
8 o'clock.
yet.
We're going to get cut off in 3 minutes here. Okay, back to that one.
Before you come here.
Before you come here, sell it. Yeah.
Okay.
We're ready.
How different is to rent a home? I have had pets, multiple pets since I have lived here. I've never had a problem renting a home. Most Panamanians have pets. You might have problems with the higher end stuff if you're looking for it, if it's furnished, especially with cats. You might have a problem there, but not a problem. You're just going to have less options. A hairdresser. We don't know where you're moving to, Mary.
Yeah.
You coming to Boquete? Then you can use my hairdresser. What do you think?
That's a beautiful job.
That's
Did Mrs. Claus do that?
I consider one of your Cherokee tours. It's kind of funny, James. Everyone says that. I don't know if you can hear the background. I swear to God, I'm 3 blocks from the center town square. I'm across the street from the 20-acre park. All my neighbors are Panamanians, and I find it one of the more quiet places I've lived in my 13 years here. I've been here 2. And I'm right downtown. I could walk to everything. Oftentimes I don't move my car for 3 days in a row. It's kind of silly, I know, but
No, but
it all depends. Like you got to really check the areas out.
yeah.
Yeah.
And also what it means quiet.
You could
Because-
easily live up in the mountains on the
Yeah.
outskirts.
Oh
of
yeah,
the district and
I've
find
lived up
some
there
really
too, and I
quiet
found
areas.
it okay. Just the sound of frogs and crickets, that's a little too much. Yeah, sure, I can hear some kids playing soccer down the street during the day. But as far as music blaring and parties, I don't have that. This is an
Unless
adult
it's flower
neighborhood.
festival.
Well, yeah, no, once a year, and Oscar and Megan know I'm going to be away for that week of the flower festival. And I already have it planned to go away. It's a party about 6 blocks from here, and that's a week long. Okay, guys, we got to rip through these. Prescription shipped, very easy. Best one is mailbox, etc., because they actually have a doctor on staff that clears everything really fast. Moving part-time. Hey, we hope you do, James. Okay, I visited Boquete and saw the webinar posted. How do I find about holiday events this month? JJ, holiday events this month? Well, we're pretty well done. The holiday season is November, December. We have tomorrow's a national holiday.
The
Monday.
Christmas parade is on Saturday evening in Boquete.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, that's the last big event
dark.
this year.
That's the
Yeah.
last big event of the year, yeah, in Boquete for sure.
Hey, Vance, we look forward to meeting you guys in April, too. Guys, we have one spot left on that April 10th tour. May's already sold out, but we had somebody on the April 10th move to June because of a graduation. So you are welcome to join us. I think we're at the pattern.
Yeah.
Oh, Mary, I don't know. You should go with mine. Upscale Mall. Oh, Panama City will have so many options
Panama
What is
City
she
to get
looking
your
for?
haircut.
hairdresser.
A hairdresser
Oh,
in Panama City.
yeah.
Go to what mall?
Actually,
Panama City
like
is many.
it's the most expensive, but if you
It
just
is.
need a fabulous haircut and know it's going to be good, go to Hairarchy. They have one in Marbella and one in Casco Viejo, and they're both fabulous.
As a
Fabulous.
guy, when I lived in Panama City, I had a real problem with how expensive it was because I'd have to pay almost $15 for a haircut. We're here in Boquete. I was getting it for $5.
How about you pay
It's
it's
now
got a quantity
$7.
of hair, so you pay like a $1?
Yes, $1.50.
There you go.
Shut up. Okay, guys, it is 5 after. We are gone. If anyone, Shirley, if you want to switch from May to April, please send us an email tomorrow morning and we will get that done for you. No problem at all.
Thank you all for joining us tonight. I hope you appreciate the information. And some of you, they probably were not thinking about taking the tour, going to. I
Yeah.
appreciate that too in advance. And looking forward for the new year. Wishing you all happy holidays, blessings,
Happy holidays,
abundance,
everybody.
happiness, health, wealth. Every single good thing can be possible to you and your family and your loved ones.
We'll send out 1 million pictures of the Christmas party so you can meet all these people that actually live here.
Mhm.
Woo.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Happy holidays. See you in
Bye.
2025.
Feliz Navidad.